If you're feeling exhausted and barely making it through every day, but yet at the same time not able to rest, feeling anxiety, hypervigilant, like things can happen at any moment that will cause you stress, and no matter what, even when you do sit down to rest, you're not able to because your mind is going a million miles per minute and you just feel like every moment is exhausting, like there's nothing left inside of you to give. Well, my friend, that is called living in survival mode. And if you resonate with that, then this is your video because we're going to talk about it and we're going to talk about how to get out of it. So if you're new to my videos, hey, I'm Stephanie. I'm a certified ascension coach. And this is what I work on a lot with my clients: energy management and building the life of their dreams. And usually all the blocks to doing that. And what comes up very often is survival mode, living in survival mode, feeling exhausted, anxiety, and everything that comes along with that. And it really can block you from building and experiencing the life of your dreams. But the good news is that there's a way out. And there are action steps that you can take right now to slowly walk yourself out and begin to truly transform your life into the life of your dreams. You do have power here, but maybe you just didn't know how to use it yet. Living in survival mode is not fun. I've been there before, multiple times actually. It's easy to see it for what it is, that you feel like you have nothing left to give to the world. You feel like you're just barely existing, living day by day, moment by moment. And it's extremely hard to look into the future. So how are you going to build a life? How are you going to expand? How are you going to feed your passions, find love, build your relationships, or even want to show up every single day? But what people don't usually see about survival mode is actually what got you there. And a lot of times people don't really assess how to get out of it. It doesn't really feel like there is a way to get out of it. It feels like a big black hole that's keeping you sucked in and that there's no energy left. Like you genuinely don't feel like you have any energy left for anyone or anything, even your job, which can make it even harder. So we're going to focus on where you do have power here, which is seeing how you walked into survival mode. And one thing that you'll notice if you're really honest and look at your journey and your story to where you are now, this didn't happen in one day. It didn't happen all of a sudden. It didn't happen quickly. It happened over a series of choices over a period of time. And so there's a lot of things that walked you into it. So the way out is to walk yourself out. And to heal from this, it's not a moment thing. Just like it didn't take you a moment to get there, to get into survival mode, it's also not going to take 1 minute. There's no magic pill here. So what do we do? I think it's time that you pull out a chair and we're going to talk about the hard facts here. Well, survival mode at the core is an energy problem. It means you don't have any energy left in your system, which is not normal because every human being is built with boundless amounts of energy. And so it's not actually that you don't have enough. It's actually that you've been putting it in all the wrong places. Perhaps you've built a whole structure in your life that was never meant to serve you at all. Maybe you built your life in according to what other people wanted, what you thought was the best way to set up your life. Maybe you made decisions that were to please other people. Maybe you're more focused with helping others before you ever help yourself. So this is the time where Coach Stephanie tells you that's time to reflect. Where in your life have you built whole systems, beliefs, identities that aren't actually yours? It's not all rainbows and butterflies over here. Sometimes we got to get into the hard facts. Just keeping it real, and that's how we make real change. Where in your life do you keep relationships that cost you more to keep than ever give back? Where do you give all of your energy where, again, it doesn't come back to you? So we're looking at where you've made bad investments with your energy here. Your energy is like a currency. And if you're pouring it out into places where it's just a bad investment, that's a leak. You can guarantee that you will never see that energy return. And so that's why it's really important to set up your life and your relationships in ways that are actual investments. Some things will require your energy, but you need to make sure that it's a good deal, that it's a good investment, a good place to be putting your energy. Are you investing all your time and energy into scrolling on social media? Is that giving you something? Like, really look at, is that actually giving you something real? Or is it just taking from you in order to have that relationship? Maybe it's time to stop. And you can take this same concept to every place in your life and start slow, one bit at a time. Start with, where does my mind go all day? Am I thinking about, the family? Am I thinking about the kids? Am I thinking about the husband? Am I thinking about, where is my mind going when I have a moment, when I should be having a moment to myself, when I'm not able to quite rest? Where does my energy, my mind and my energy go to? And start really assessing that first and foremost. Is that thing or the, agreement to the way you have that relationship right now, is it serving me? Does it give back to me? And if it doesn't, you have to look at, how can I shift this so that it does begin to pay me back dividends? Because otherwise, remember, everything is energy and everything requires energy. So when you give, you do require energy back. Otherwise, you're going to be in a perpetual state of survival and burnout. There's no other way. Everything is an energy exchange. So get really clear on where you're giving energy and you're not getting anything back. Then when the more immediate things are handled, you can take a deeper look into the next layer of your life. Relationships, activities that you're doing. Where is my energy going to die? And then clean it up. And this is a big process, especially if you've gotten to the point where you're in survival mode, or even worse, burnout. Then there's a lot to clean up here. And it's not just a one day kind of a thing. This is a whole process that needs to be done. This is a whole process that needs to be worked through. And if you need support in that, I have welcome sessions for new clients and one-on-one sessions just for that. I teach people how to love themselves, how to rearrange their life to optimize their energy, how to then take that love that they've given themselves through their healing and creating the life of their dreams, how to manifest everything that you have in your heart into your physical reality, not just through a feeling, not just through an inner feeling, but an outer feeling too, being able to experience it with your senses. So if this is you and you're in the process of healing from burnout and deeply desire to build the life of your dreams, you're in the right place. So if this video was helpful for you, stick around and like, share, and subscribe so that you can get notified for the next video when it arrives. And feel free to share in the comments your experience and if this was helpful to you. Thank you so much. See you next time, and happy healing.